And hello everybody and welcome back to another video review, and today we are looking at the brand new Transformers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Wallop. First and foremost I will say, hey guys, it's been a while. It's probably been since my last review of anything. My last review of like a Transformer figure was I think the upgrade kit for Devastator, which I don't know if you guys have seen. I don't think I've shown off my new shelf yet. You can see him up there, right there. I have a big display up there, which this guy will be joining that. I've been setting him up there. I've had this guy for about 3 days now. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with him. Right now I have like road mats set up there to make it look like it's a scene in New York, and this guy is just kind of on the road driving, so I don't know what to do with him yet, but for now that's just what he's doing. But yeah, so it's been a while. You know, I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life. Been trying to do stuff. Been trying to get a vehicle, but if you guys see my posts with my dad's green Suburban, I really want that thing. It sounds so cool to me. Like the exhaust, the catalytic converter. I don't know if you know what if you guys know what that is, but the catalytic converter is like falling apart on the inside. So when you rev it, or if you really when you're going down the road, step on it, it really like it groans at you. Sometimes it goes like it's. I know that sounded dumb, but that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like a cow groaning or moaning in a way. It's weird, but it's funny. I remember we were leaving some place. We were going up a little bit of a hill, and I stepped on the gas a little hard. I kind of stepped on the gas a little harder, and it just kind of like did the noise like like a cow. And I was just like, oh, quit whining, and my dad started laughing. So it's a fun vehicle. I like it. The space is nice. I dig the look. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do to it, fix it. New light bar, new headlights, because the headlights on that thing absolutely suck. You can barely see it, like you can see probably at most 1-2 feet in front of you, if even that, if you're lucky. The headlights are like weird ones that were put on before my dad bought it from some other guy a couple years ago. They just suck. But I love that thing. Fun to drive. I took it on some dirt roads and maybe drifted it a little bit. I did actually full on swing the rear end out, but story for another day. Anyways, Party Wallop. I was originally not planning on making a video about this guy, but I decided to because my original idea was the short clip video I uploaded. I was thinking about starting to just do those instead because I thought it'd be easier, and I thought people preferred short clip videos anyways, but for some reason the video I uploaded about the box itself got a lot of views. Compared at least to the short clip, the one about the box got like, I think, 30-40 views. The short clip one got, last time I checked, the short clip one got like 5-6 views. And I'm just like, I thought people preferred short clip videos, but from what I've seen from my other toy reviews or other figure reviews, you guys prefer this, which I guess is fine. I haven't been really into Transformers lately as much as I usually am, but because I've been focused on getting a vehicle. You guys know the red pickup I originally wanted a pickup, but I've been moving towards a Suburban more because I love how they look. They're so cool looking. The space is nice. So we've just been trying to figure out the whole vehicle situation. Right now it looks like I'll be driving the green Suburban, but we will see what happens. Most likely things could change, and I also have a lot of other stuff going on in my life, including I might be moving. I'm not going to say anything else. We might be moving, me and my family, but that's it. I'm not going to say anything else. Not going to say where or anything like that. Just going to say we might move here sometime soon, but that's about it. Anyways, Party Wallop. I've owned this guy for about 3 days now. He is really fun. Let's look at the box. So you can see there, Party Wallop. It's still weird for me because for me on the camera everything's reversed. You can see all the weapons and accessories, which I've actually not even used any of these really yet. I have them all sitting over there off camera. I haven't used any of them. I prefer, the one thing I've loved about these crossovers is that they make them their own little like unique thing. Like with Ectotron, it wasn't like, oh, they didn't try to make him look like Peter Venkman or Ray Stantz. They made him his own unique character. With Party Wallop, you get either Party Wallop, his own character, or you can make him into one of the Ninja Turtles, which is cool, but I prefer making him his own unique character. I like how he has, like, obviously, stuff on him that it resembles the Turtles. Like, again, the head, the legs, the feet. I really dig the way his feet are designed. I don't know why. It's just the way they're shaped. It's actually really cool how they molded that. It's just, and the head, too. It's one of those things where it's just such a unique sculpt that it's really cool. And he's really solid, which makes sense because he's a brick. But anyways, love the logo. This is also, I think, the biggest Transformers crossover logo I own. I grew up with like the 2012 Ninja Turtles, which if any of you did as well, let me know how you felt about those ones. I liked it when I was younger. I was gonna say when I was a kid, but I'm only a teenager. But when I was a kid, I was like probably 2012. Was I like 7 to? It was probably when I was like 7 to 9 or 10 years old is when I watched that stuff. I was probably like 7 to 9 when I watched that stuff. That was the cool stuff for me when I was a kid, those Ninja Turtles. This is the original, I think. I haven't been up to date on my Ninja Turtles. I think this is like the 80s, 90s Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I know it was between 80s and 90s, but I don't know which specific one. You can see, you can make it one of the Ninja Turtles, any of them. He's got 20 steps, but I have to say he is one of the most simple and actually kind of fun figures to transform. Like, one figure I compared him to was Studio Series 86 Sludge back there. And holy crap, this guy is like 5 times more simple and fun to transform. Like Sludge, I don't know why, for me at least, the way he transforms, I almost always forget each time I mess with him how to transform him. Now that could be either because I just don't fiddle with him much, he just sits on the shelf, or it could be the way he's designed. I don't know. It's just compared to this guy, he's a lot harder compared to this guy. That guy I always like forget, like when do I like flip up his chest and turn it around? Like what point do I do that? When do I turn the waist around, you know? I keep forgetting whether to do that or not. I don't know if that's just me, but for me that's one thing. But yeah, I have also noticed, because I saw a video earlier, this is supposed to be a the clamshell part is supposed to be like a robotic, like a turtle shell. I never noticed that. I mean, I knew it looked robotic, but I didn't know it was a turtle shell. I don't know. That has like an indent there. Is that supposed to be indented? I don't know. There's like an indent right there in the corner, if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but that's how mine is. I remember going to the store. This guy wasn't even originally a figure I really wanted. I thought he was cool, but I saw him and I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe, just maybe I'll get him, dude, if he's in stores. But I saw him just a few days ago at Target. In the toy section. Yes, I still look at the toy section. Hey, if you're freaking 15 to 20 years old or even older than that, and you still look at the toy section, you're cool. Remember that. You can be whatever age you want and still look at the toy section. There's nothing wrong with it. What is wrong with this, though, is that I paid about $60. Well, actually, parents bought it, but they took the money out of my account. It just made it simpler because we had other stuff we were buying. But anyways, yeah, this guy cost about $60. That's a lot of money. I mean, I get it. I mean, you can see him compared to me. I mean, compared to my head, he's a big figure. I'll get some comparisons out here later. I didn't grab any of them, but he's a good-sized figure. But yeah, top of the box, bottom of the box. That's about it for the box. Right now on my shelf, you guys can see, or not on my shelf, over there in that corner, I have some boxes. This guy has been sitting over there for a while. But I'll put him right there. He'll go back up there when we're done. Anyways, here is Party Wallop. I love the design of this guy. He is really cool, real big and beefy. And you guys know, if you've seen any of my previous other videos, you guys know I love big, bulky, beefy figures. They're just so cool, simple. And this guy has one of my favorite type of paint, paint types that I love on these figures. It's like I was gonna say matte. No, it's like a flat paint. Like, you see how on the front, since it's just a plastic, that you can kind of see the light reflecting off of it. On this one, you don't see that because it's like a flat. Like you see here, it reflects. On the shell, it doesn't, because it's just a flat paint. I love that look. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of like strangely enough, like the Play-Doh look. When you have Play-Doh and stuff, it kind of reminds me of that look. I don't know why. It just kind of does. The Play-Doh look. There you go. But yeah, actually, let me go grab some comparisons. So, for comparison, we have, here is Deluxe Wheeljack. You can see, compared to like a Deluxe figure, here I'll zoom up, just so you can see that better. You can see he's a pretty darn good size. You know what I mean? He's pretty good. I think they said he's like about a liter class, which, I mean, for this kind of toy series, I mean, yeah. For another really bulky figure in my collection, here he is next to Bulkhead. And you can see his head straight. I think him and Bulkhead are about the same height. Bulkhead's chest, I think, is a little bit higher, but due to Party Wallop's head being a lot bigger, it evens out. So you can see that there. His chest is higher, but his head's much bigger, so it kind of evens out. But in terms of weight, though, the funny thing is, I think Party Wallop weighs a little more. Which is the funny thing. Oh yeah, there's one figure I want to grab just so I can compare to show you just the level of quality that's in these figures. Here is Transformers knockoff Black Mamba Grimlock. you can see compared to him, he is a pretty decent size. I will actually, you know what, real quick on camera, why not? I'll transform him. He's simple, he's quick and easy, not that hard to do. So how you guys doing? You know, it's been a while since I've done a video. Again, I've had a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, I just turned, obviously, a few days ago 16, so the past few days I've just been driving over to friends' houses, hanging out, you know. It's fun going over to friends' houses, and it's so nice being able to actually have a vehicle to carry some stuff around with. But, and it's actually really fun when you're going down the highway and you can listen to music, you know, when you're listening to music with your friends and stuff. Especially if you have a Suburban. That's one reason I want a Suburban badly, is because a pickup you can't really haul as many friends. Well, with an extended cab like I want, you can, but it's not as comfortable, obviously. It's not even really comfortable in general. But the Suburban is really comfortable. Here he is. For me, dude, this is actually kind of my Fall of Cybertron Grimlock, just because of the way you see the paint is. Also, I know this guy, surprisingly... What the... Bro, stay down. And he's gonna get up here anyways. This is my cat, Ashy. What are you doing? Okay then, fine. Just sit there and you're fine. Anyways. Yeah, I'm surprised by how many views this guy got on his video. And the Volcanicus, actually, the video. Surprisingly, these guys got a lot of love, which I'm glad to see, but I didn't understand it. I have been recently trying to get the other Studio Series 86 Dinobots because I realized kind of how cool they are because how big they are. But it's like, one, they're a lot. I kind of did the math. It would cost me about, I have Sludge. To get the other 4, it would cost about $340 to get the others. If I had to get Sludge still, that would cost about $400. Like a little over $400 to get all 5 of them, which is nuts. These guys, though, as a full team, and they're solid, too. Like, also, that's the funny thing. Compared to Party Wallop, this guy weighs a lot. Like, actually, kind of a lot more compared to Party Wallop. Well, actually, a little bit more. Well, that's probably just due to the fact he's bigger, more plastic, and also due to the fact this whole piece back here is die-cast metal, and that's a pretty darn good-sized piece. That's a good, like, 1-2 inches wide and about an inch tall or so. 1.5 inches, 2 inches tall. So it's a good-sized piece. So compared to Party Wallop, this guy is a little more heavy duty, especially since this guy actually does have, where are they? There you go, he's got ratchet joints. But, yes, I do love this guy. Recently I've been playing Fall of Cybertron, so it's really made me start to love these guys again. I love Grimlock because obviously he's big. The other Dinobots, though, would be about this guy's height. Would they? They might actually be a smidge bigger. But the other guys, I'm not going to transform the other guys. They're over there on the shelf looking down at me. But anyways, yeah, so I love this guy. And my dad's like, oh, you should have got the other ones or something like that because, you know, they're official and stuff. He doesn't like knockoffs. But I have a feeling these guys will last longer. This guy will last longer than the other one. But, dude, you mind? Oh, my goodness. Come here, buddy. Get down. Love you. But anyways, back to Party Wallop. This video is 13 minutes in. I haven't even done anything with this guy. God damn it. I gotta get my act under control. It's been a while. Anyways, Party Wallop. I do dig him. Love his design. Articulation-wise, head can spin. It can spin not all the way around, but it can turn pretty far. Head can look up and down about that far. The one annoying thing is this plate back here never stays plugged in on my copy. It's annoying. It's just the way it's designed. It's not. There we go. I never realized that. Okay then, I'm an idiot. On the back plate there are 2 panels, or 2 plugs that plug into this. I've never had them plugged in. Okay then, well now it's not floppy. Well, that helps. Well, other things are you can flip up the shoulder here. Bicep swivel, I think is what that called. Elbow bend. Wrist does actually have a swivel. I don't know if you can see that, but the wrist. He's also got a weird click in there. But the wrist does swivel. Same thing on the other side. Legs if you move up this guy, legs, I think, can do almost a splits if you move out all the panel bits. Yeah, you can do a splits alright. You can get you can two more party wagons and party wallops and put them along the side there. Luckily, all these skirt pieces move out of the way. Both legs are exactly the same, so twist at the thigh there, knee bend. Ankle pivot's pretty good. I mean, if you do it to the other foot, it's about like that. So, you know, pretty good stance. He's pretty darn sturdy. I'll give it to him there. He's really, really freaking sturdy compared to some of my other figures too, especially. It's probably due to the fact that his feet are freaking huge. One thing is, when you try to just move his ankles here, these side panels come undone. Like, they'll unpeg from the side. You can see for the transformation, they untab from the side there, but yeah. Anyways, now to get into one of the other features about this guy, the fact he can turn into any of the turtles. So, one thing you can do is, to change him from Party Wallop, is to... That thing still came untapped from the back. Take off this front piece here, and then... Trying to get that backpack to stay plugged in, dang it. You can see, you take it off, and there's the normal front end. Now, one thing, the shield actually has two hidden features about it. It can do actually three things. It can be the front end of that guy. It can plug into the forearm. It says in the instructions to be a shield. I never cared for it that way. And another cool feature is actually if you pluck off the front half of this thing, the Ninja Turtles logo. There you go. Can't really see it that well. It just says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a pizza. Just gotta stick that over the lens there. It's a pizza. Which, it's a neat feature, I guess, but the weird thing is he can't hold it at all. I mean, he could probably, if he stuck his arm out far enough, I mean, he could probably just sit on his arm or something, but that's about it. It doesn't really do anything. It's kind of just one of those little Easter egg things. That's what it looks like underneath the thing, by the way. I don't know if that's a reference to something else. This might be because if you, that might be what that is. When you plug it on, now he's got a six-pack, kind of, I guess is what that could be. But anyways, I prefer putting on the front end a little more than just having the plain opened chest. I prefer that because it gives him his own look, but I do still really like this chest design. Now, this is one of the biggest features people have been talking about with this guy, the fact he can be any Ninja Turtle. So to do that, you just want to flip up his belt buckle, and you can spin it, and Michelangelo, I think is who that was. I'll try to remember these guys without looking at the box. I have the box down there, but I have it turned. So that's Michelangelo. Now to turn him into Michelangelo, what you got to do is you remove the top part of his head, and then over here in the corner, you grab the one with the orange bandana, pluck it on his head, and then you can grab try to get this in here without breaking anything. You got nunchucks, which I actually thought these were going to be like a solid piece or something, but they actually do dangle and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of panels here. This guy is what some people I think have called like a panel former, kind of in a way, which I don't mind that. It's just how some people have called him. So, there you go. That's what he looks like as Michelangelo. You can kind of, you know, swing it around, which I actually didn't realize how cool that is. I haven't done this before, actually. A big transformer like this with those nunchucks is actually pretty cool. Now, to turn him into the other guys, let's see, we'll just... God, his hands are really tight. Oh! I'm scared I'm going to bust that little tip end off of it. It's just, I got scared with these guys. Again, a figure like this that costs this much, I do still have the receipt, luckily, but a figure that costs this much, I don't want to break anything. But anyways, what's the next Ninja Turtle we have? The next one is Raphael, the red one. See if I can line it up right. There you go. Raphael, and then to do it, same thing with this guy. With these guys, you kind of have to gently wiggle it and grab the back of the bandana there, the little tip end piece, and then grab that and then just pluck it on him. And there you go. Now he's Raphael. Oh, well, not yet. He has This video is going to be long because this guy has a lot of features. Like, they packed in a ton of stuff. They packed in, obviously, enough storage space and compatibility for 4 or 5 figures, actually. So he's got a lot of stuff. There he is. He's got his little, I guess, daggers or whatever they are. Again, I like Ninja Turtles. I thought it was cool, but I never was the biggest fan of it. But the fact that a transforming version, though, I do love. I never cared for the Ninja Turtles on their own, but I do love a transforming version. You can see there he's got the daggers, so he can freaking stab you or whatever he does. I think that's what he would do, right? He would slice and dice you or something. I think actually in the show, these side bits on here could flip down, I think. But obviously on here it doesn't do that. Who is next? Try to keep these organized. So, after Raphael, we have Leonardo. I do remember their names. Leonardo da Vinci. I've heard that joke a million times. Leonardo right there. And then real quick, like, for your curiosity, that is what he looks like without a helmet piece. Again, he comes with 5 pieces, 1 for each of the turtles, and then just a plain green one without a bandana. This one, because this is supposed to be Party Wallop's head. That is right. Party Wallop is not just a normal character, or not just like a side character or whatever. It is actually a thing. It's actually a character. It's not just some random thing they threw in there. It's actually supposed to be a character. Leonardo, they do have his weapons, or do not. One. Ow! Finger. That's the thing. When you shove this through his hand, these ones go through his hands pretty easily because the handles are just completely, they're bald. You know, there's no grip piece really besides that, but that doesn't do much. So I was just plugging it through there. Ow! I freaking jabbed my finger. There we go. There you go. The swords go in there much easier because all these other weapons have more like grip on their weapons. So let's try to get him looking like he's using his swords right. There you go. Got the swords there, dude. You know, something like that. It is pretty cool though. I've never actually really gone through here before with all these weapons. Again, with me personally, I don't really store these weapons even on him in vehicle mode. I usually just throw them in my drawer over there in their own little section. Because again, this guy comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 accessories. Not including his head. If we're including his head, he comes with like 12. He comes with 12, actually 13. He comes with about 13 accessories. That is insanity. 13. And then, of course, next is, I think it was Donatello, was his name? Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Donatello. Oh my god, the backpack keeps coming undone even though I have it plugged in. Again, it's really cool, though, how this guy works. I really think it's cool how they made him work. One of the weapons I have heard is the least favorite for people is Donatello's, again, because the way it's designed, you can't really, I guess, have him double-handing it or wielding it. Because you can see how big it is next to him. It's not quite big enough for that. Well, actually, he probably could if you got him in position, right? Not the most impressive weapon, obviously. It's just a staff. But, you know, he can frickin' just, like, boom! You know, and he's actually, I realize, the only character who doesn't have 2 weapons. He only has 1, the staff. I guess if you wanted this guy to be kind of the brains of the operation, you can make him this character. Dude, that would be weird. Can you imagine in a cartoon if they had this guy in there and he, like, the way he worked was he kept changing his personality based on each turtle? Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. And the staff is actually cool because the other weapons are just solid pieces. The way the staff works is it actually bends in, like, 3 different directions and folds up, which is really cool. Well, I guess this is kind of its own thing, too. Now we're going to turn him back into Party Wallop, and to turn him back into Party Wallop, you just spin it around, and I don't know why they didn't make... None of the turtles have a green symbol. All the other turtles are, like, obviously, orange, red, blue, purple. They didn't do a green one. I'm surprised they didn't do for Party Wallop. They didn't do, like a W or something for Wallop, because I think that's actually his name, is just Wallop. I'm surprised they didn't do, like, frickin'... like a green W or something. That would have been cooler, because now it's just bland. Well, I guess granted, the way they designed it was for Party Wallop, they said the way he was designed, this was supposed to be the front end for Wallop. So, he's just got the Ninja Turtles logo on the front, which I don't think the actual Party Wagon had that in there. But I also love the teeth design on the front grill. It's really cool. But anyways, now we will get to how you can store all the weapons. I can't believe this video is already almost 30 minutes. and I haven't even transformed him yet. This video is going to be long. But anyways, for weapon storage, I'm trying to remember. I put the instructions away. I think I remember, sort of. Okay, so I remember in the arms here, in these pads, yeah, those, I think these just like, oh, I'll get it plugged in and I'll show you. Is it just, yeah, then it sits like that. So you plug in the nunchucks like that, and then they'll just sit there. I don't know, can you plug them in the other way too, like upside down? Or how does that work? We're gonna try it. No, I think the way they're designed, yeah, the way it's designed, you gotta plug them in. The way it's designed, you gotta plug it in like this with the chain up top, like that, or pointing down when you do this. So that's where those go. As for the other weapons, oh, I remember now. The daggers here, I believe, go on, yep. They go on the, right, yep, they go on the sides there. Again, there is storage for every single weapon. I'm just forget where everything goes. I'm trying to remember here as best I can. So the daggers go there on his hips. And then all the other things, I think, well, not all the other things, but most of the other stuff, it like goes in his backpack. Here, I'm just going to get it put in here and then I'll show you. Yeah, that is where all these go. Okay, then. Oh, Lord, this is going to be a pain. Oh, my. How am I supposed to get all of you in here? Oh, I see how that's supposed to work. Okay. So you plug that one in, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. The swords, I think, are on the other side. This, I believe, is supposed to plug in here somehow. There we go. About to say, I believe this plugs in here somehow. There we go. Now for the swords, I'm not sure where those go. I think they go on the outside here. Yeah, they go on the sides here. I think they go in the same place where they do in vehicle mode. So, oh yeah. Oh, real quick, like, just to show you real quick, like, where all the other stuff goes in the turtle shell. You can see in there all the faces. It's hard to see, but all the faces are in there. They're stacked up, and then the staff is in there, and then you can just, to get the staff, I guess, gets secured, you flip in these yellow panels. Again, when I'm displaying him, I don't think I'll store all this on him personally, but it's cool that you can. It's nice. I learned how to plug in that backpack better. The swords, I believe, just go on his sides right here. This is where they go in vehicle mode. I know that. I think they can also just, yeah, they can just go here for robot mode as well. I don't know if these are meant to go here in robot mode. They can. I know that this is meant for, you can see that's how they look. You can turn them each, I think, other ways, but that's how I know they're meant for vehicle mode. Or wait, oh wait, no, this is how you're supposed to display them. Never mind, never mind. I was rearranging things. In vehicle mode, these go underneath of the vehicle. This is where these are supposed to go. Okay, so I do have everything put in the right place. So the scythes go there, swords are there, nunchucks are in the shoulder pads, and then the staff and other things are inside, and the helmets are inside the turtle shell. And that's how he looks with all of it stored on him. I think it did say that you can sort of transform him with all the stuff on him, which I will try to do just to show you guys how it looks. Speaking of that, let's get into transformation. Now, there are certain things you have to take off, like, of course, the swords. The swords do change location. No, the scythes also change location. I remember that. The only weapons that change their location when they transform is the swords and these little scythes or little daggers. Other than that, though, everything else... Hold on, I want to redo this one here real quick because the chain is, like, stuck and it's, like, really being pulled on, and I don't want to stress anything out on this guy. There we go. Now the chain's a bit more dangly. So, there you go. I actually kind of dig the fact that those are in the shoulder pads. It's actually kind of cool. Helps thicken the shoulder pads more. But, and it adds some chains just dangling kind of past the shoulder pads, which is cool. But, anyways, now to transform him. And yes, you can leave the front end on, which I will show you how it looks. So, to transform him, first and foremost, you want to flip up these. The big step you need to do is undo the backpack, and then you just hinge it up. It has a gigantic hinge joint. You can see that right there. It's huge. And then you take the head. Now, it's hard to show this on camera, but if I flip this all the way down, if I show you on the head, Oh wait, flip these back so I can flip the whole piece back. There we go. So on the back of the head there are little notches, and then I don't know how well you can see that in there, but right there in front of my finger there's little tabs. I'll show you what it looks like here when I get done, but those little tabs I just showed you, you do that, and then I'll show you real quick. Like here, try to move everything out of the way here. You can see his head in there. You see those little notches that slide into the back of his head to help keep it in place. Even though it doesn't need it because the joints are super tight, but they're kind of there just to help you line it up. But that is how that goes. And then the next step you can do is take the arms, and you want to bring them up and flip them down like this to form. This is going to become part of the back of the truck or the van. And then the next step you want to do is kind of just, well, if you had it like me, you want to take these little red bits. I had these flipped down. You're going to flip those up. And then I'm trying to remember what's the best way to do this. Legs. You can get the legs ready for transformation. So you straighten out the ankle, flip this up, and then you want to hear a tab or a plug-in. If you don't hear it tab in, then the vehicle mode will be lopsided. It will be angled weird. Same thing on the other side. The other side doesn't tab in as nicely, but it does tab in. And then you want to take the whole leg thing and just flip it down like that. Same thing on the other side. And then you can tab the legs together. And then you can take the whole part here of the truck. Oh yeah, you want to take these and flip them forward. You want to take those because originally they're like this. You want to flip them forward. And then get the shoulders and everything lined up. And then you can take this whole piece right here and bring it back. Things will rub a little bit, but luckily most of this figure is just unpainted yellow plastic, so it won't really rub that much. Oh, I almost forgot a step. You're supposed to take these yellow pieces here and flip them out. And then you bring these back. Bring these both back. And then there's little tabs in the turtle shell. It's hard to show, but in the turtle shell right there, there are these huge, thick tabs right there in front of my finger that'll go into the shoulder piece. That'll tab in. And then what you're going to do is tab together the rear. Tab together, and then that little post is going to go into a plug up there. Tab that in. Now that that's all lined up, you can take the top front of the turtle shell and it'll plug into a bunch of little plugs right there on top. What are you doing? Ash, my cat's in here messing around. Then you can flip down the cannons if you want. And then now we're going to focus on the bottom half. You want to make sure these are all flipped up and out of the way, these skirts. And you're going to take them completely and just bend them in half and bring them back, and then satisfyingly, like it's like a mouth, like a jaw, it'll all come back and line up almost perfectly. All you really need to do, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to show is the fin can come off in robot mode. But you'll line it up. It has like tabs here, and then there's a tab on the wing that goes into these slots right here. You just want to, really it's just the whole line everything up and shove it. There you go. You'll hear it click. You want to really just shove it all together, and then it'll form the back doors. Next step is to take the front here, make sure it's all lined up, open it up, and then you want to line it up so then the wheels will tab into the front. And then we're about to talk about something. This is one of the big flaws with this figure. I fixed it on mine, but it used to be a flaw the other day. I fixed it the other day, but it used to be a flaw for me. On these panels right here, there used to be a little, you can still see remnants of it, there used to be a little tab right here, right here where my finger is, right there. There used to be a tab that stuck out, and when you would flip down this panel, it would stick out like that. So you would have to push it in and force it in, and then flip down these panels, and it would be bending and stressing out plastic. I went like that for about a day and a half or so, owning this guy. Right? Yeah, because today would be the third day. So I went about a day and a half for owning this guy, and then I fixed that finally. I sanded him down. I just took some sandpaper yesterday. It was about around this time I'm filming this, but I took some sandpaper, sanded it down, and now you can see it was on both sides. You can see now both side panels flip down nice and perfect. So, but before you do that, you're going to want to flip these down, and then take these on both sides, flip it together, and then on this piece will flip open, and then you'll hear it snap into place. And then you just want to, I'll show you on the other side. I'm just going to get this one side done here real quick. Like. There you go, that is what it'll look like. And then you're going to take this side, snap it, and then just frickin' kind of, sometimes it's a little finicky. You just want to get it in there. Nice and solid. And then since he's a brick, you can kind of just squeeze everything together. And there he is. Party Wallop in his van mode. Only took about 35 minutes to get to this point. Here it is. Oh, excuse me. But anyways, here he is. All the stuff is still stored in here, along with the nunchucks are still stored in the shoulders. And in terms of these other weapons, I've seen where these go. The daggers, do they go this way or? Oh no. Thank God, I thought I lost it. I think they go... Yep. There you go. The daggers go like that underneath. I guess it's supposed to help fill in the toe shape, since you see the way the toes are shaped. The swords, I have seen how they work, and I've heard some people complain about this. I thought the look looked cool, but I haven't actually done it before yet, so I'm about to see for the first time in person how it looks. I can get it plugged in. I know it's supposed to plug in like this. They literally make notches for it. Oh man, you're really gonna force that in there. It's a really stiff piece. Well, these are light plastic, so it's just gonna... You can see the camera shaking. Oh lord, that scared me. Come on, let me do it just for the video, please. There you go. 2 hands makes it a little easier. That one ain't even fully in. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh my goodness, you gotta do it with like your shirt, dude. Oh my goodness. Did I bend that? Whatever. That's how it's supposed to look. Well, this is supposed to be up higher, but it's messed up on my copy now. Anyways, that's what it's supposed to look like. You got all the weapons plugged in on the bottom, and then the others are still where they used to be. That is what he looks like. Party Wallop in his van mode. Really nice, good-sized van. I dig it, and it rolls beautifully. I mean, there obviously isn't any rubber tires, but the way the wheels and everything are shaped, I mean, it just... Right out of the box, too. These wheels weren't tight either. Right out of the box, it rolled like this. You know, so it rolls really nice. And it's just, since it's a block, it's just so fun to just freaking just roll them back and forth. And of course, spin him! Woo! Dude, I miss being a kid. But, yeah, dude, you can see he's got a good weight to him, too. He's a nice, good size. For comparison, let's bring back in Grimlock. And we'll transform Grimlock real quick, actually. Just give me a few seconds. But yeah, he is a really cool figure. These didn't come, well, this didn't come attached. These were, but this wasn't. So, in the box, it's the box, if you guys saw the video that I made of him, the box, how it works. At first, it was a pain to get the box open, but then it was actually really cool how it worked, how the box opens and everything, so that's really cool. That's a really cool feature. God, I really do. I do love this guy. He's cool to mess with. Here is knockoff oversized Grimlock. This is basically, I think, roughly how big Studio Series 86 Grimlock is, so there's a good comparison for you there. You can see he's a decent size compared to him, but yeah. Now for some other comparisons, let me go grab some. Just accidentally took a picture of myself. Okay. For comparison, I have 4 comparison pieces. Starting up with the biggest guy, here is Ectotron. This is Afterlife version. My other guy is up there on the shelf, like in a pose, like inside the firehouse, surrounded by other stuff, so I'm not going to get him out. But here's Afterlife, exactly the same thing. Just obviously different paint and stuff like that. But you can see, height-wise, how big they are next to each other, how long they are next to each other. So they are both really cool things. Undersides. See length-wise. You can see height-wise, obviously, the van's bigger. Not by much, actually, because this guy's got this, but I think the van... I think they're actually about equal height due to this piece here. So they're about the same height, even with the fin there. Actually, the fin might make him... I think the fin makes Party Wallop just that much, like, just barely bigger. So he's just a smidge bigger, like a hair bigger. 2-3 hairs bigger than him, so he's just very smidge. But Yes. There is Ectotron. Another comparison we have, these are just car guys, like these are guys I have that are just sitting over there on the shelf that are just random. Here is Breakdown, I'm forgetting names. Wait, no. Wild Rider. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's Wild Rider, not Breakdown. God, I hate myself. You can see they are the same length, basically, but he is a lot bigger. Like, I think if I position this right, I could probably, yeah, I could hide this guy completely. Oh, there he is. Oh, where'd he go? That's hilarious. You literally can't even see him. Look at this. And then just push him in the frame here. Boom, he's gone. You didn't even see him. Oh, there he is. And then there's a cat for comparison. But yeah, so this is a deluxe. This guy is supposed to be like a Voyager or a Leader, so he's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Stick him over there. I have two more. Here is Drag Strip. You can see this guy is really freaking floppy. Like, he's really freaking floppy. You can see him compared to him there. This guy, actually, you can't really hide, I think. White is... Yeah, you still can. Yeah, you can still hide him. Barely, but you can. Both really cool figures. You can see even his big-ass drag strip wheel in the back ain't as big as the front. But, yeah, dude. Really cool. Obviously, this guy is a different, like, more faded, I guess you could say, color of yellow. This guy is a lot more, I guess you could say, rich color, or more of an orangish, like mac and cheese, you know, like on the box. This guy's kind of a mac and cheese color. This guy's more of a faded version. But, stick him over there. One more, and of course I had to bring this guy out off the shelf. Gigawatt. This guy has not been in a video for a long time. I love this guy. It's covered in dust. The window part is breaking there because I kept opening the door when I was younger, playing with this thing a few years, like 2 or 3 years ago. I can even see the windows coming out there. This guy has been played with a lot. I played with him a ton. But here he is, a veteran of my toy collection in terms of crossover figures. Here he is. The real veteran's on the shelf over there, Ectotron, the original, but I am not gonna get him out right now because he's in a pose. I might post a picture later if any of you want to see the original Ecto one next to the Ninja Turtles Party Wagon, but for now, there you go. Here's the DeLorean. The cat is like in the way, bro. Don't want him touching the camera and accidentally screwing something up. But anyways, there he is. I think you can still do the whole, yeah. Still hide him away. This guy I do still freaking love, dude. He is just so freaking fun to play with. I remember playing with this guy when I was younger, dude. Just zooming him around on my table. He's so fun. Oh yeah, I guess might as well do this too. Get the classic shot. Got the gold wing doors up next to the Party Wagon. The reason again is just because the doors here I keep on fiddling with, and they just keep getting older and older and older. But there we go. How far away is he off camera? Okay, that's where figures start entering cameras right there. Okay, so I have plenty of space. I have, dude, so many weird characters over here. I have Grimlock, Ectotron, 2 Stunticons, and the DeLorean Time Machine. But yeah, that is Party Wallop. Really cool character, really cool figure. I really dig this guy. I think he's one of my favorite crossovers. There is a new Knight Rider one that I think has kind of come out. I think it's releasing in December. I've seen on some websites is when it's fully releasing. You can get it right now on Hasbro Pulse or whatever. Yeah, Hasbro Pulse or whatever it was called. But HasLab or whatever, something like that. But you can get it on there, HasbroPulse.com or something like that. I don't think it's on HasLab. It's like on HasbroPulse.com or something like that, dude. But I'm definitely going to get one of those. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm going to try and get 2 of them because I want to get one for my dad because he loves those things. Or not those things, but he loves Knight Rider. He grew up as a kid and he loved Knight Rider. He said one of his, I told him if you could make a crossover character, which one would you do? And he said Knight Rider was the first one. Me personally, my only 2 crossovers I ever wanted when I was younger was Gigawatt and Ectotron, you know, the Back to the Future and Ghostbusters crossover. Knight Rider, I'm definitely going to get one for me, though, because 1, so I can make a video, and 2, so then my dad can keep 1 and I have 1. It has lights and freaking sounds, dude. Last time I got a light, like a Transformer with lights and sounds, was freaking Fortress Maximus from Titans Return, and that was back when I was probably 2 or 3 years old. I got that guy. No, I was definitely not. I was like 4 or 5, 6. I was like 4 to 6 years old when I got that guy. I was young. I've had him for a couple years. I've had him for more than 10 years, probably. So yeah, had him for a while. Wait, more than 10 years. No, he came out in 2015. It hasn't even been 10 years he's been in existence. I've had him for about probably since the day he came out. So I've had him for about 9 years. Next year will be 10 years I've had him. Or about probably 8, 10 years I've had him. Devastator, I've only had him for 2 years, but next year will be also his 10th year anniversary. But yeah, anyways, I guess we could get to the outro. So that was my look at the brand new Transformers 40th anniversary and Ninja Turtles 40th anniversary Party Wallop. That's crazy. Ninja Turtles is 40 years old, and so is Transformers. It's cool, those symbols they got back here. You see the 40th anniversary logo there, and then the 40th anniversary logo there for Ninja Turtles. It's really cool that they got this. I do dig this box art. Obviously, in G1, they probably would have never done anything like this for Ninja Turtles crossover. The only real Transformers G1, dude, the only Transformers G1 stuff they have on here is like kind of the technical background, I guess. They obviously made it yellow. The Transformers symbol or logo there, and then the Autobot symbol like that. That's about it. I love how they got, like, I guess, kind of the buildings in New York there. I think that's where it was. That's where it was, wasn't it? It was in New York? I believe that's where it was. Imagine if it was like California or Los Angeles. Oh my god. But no, it was New York, I'm pretty sure. Oh man. Oh, sorry. I saw my stomach. Tired. Anyways, why did I just put the box down? Anyways, that was my look at Transformers 2024 40th anniversary Party Wallop. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I personally love this figure. This is one of those figures that I saw in the store, like in the store, and I'm like, man, I gotta have this. Originally, I went to the store the other day with my parents because we went to go see the new Deadpool and Wolverine, which, by the way, go check it out. That is a really funny and really freaking disturbing and awful movie. The jokes are terrible. Like, not like bad, like they weren't good, but they're freaking hilarious. But they're such dark jokes. Oh my god. And there's so many freaking sex jokes. Oh my god. It's so bad, but yet so freaking hilarious. But yeah, so go see that movie. It's really good. I recommend 15 and up. It's really bad. But anyways, yeah, dude, this was my look at Transformers Party Wallop. Originally, again, I went to the store to go get some of the other Dinobots Studio Series, but they didn't have any of them, but they had like four or five of these guys, dude. So if I really wanted to, I could have bought like all of them and got like the 4 Ninja Turtles, but obviously I'm not going to do that. If they combined into like some big robot, I would have, but obviously they don't, so I'm not going to get more of them. I'm not a big enough fan of the Ninja Turtles to get more of these guys, but for now, I am totally happy with this guy. But yeah, that was my look at Transformers 40th Anniversary Crossover Edition Party Wallop, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And, oh, I forgot my catchphrase. Oh, yeah. So, as always... Oh, my God, I'm trying to remember my catchphrase I say. So, as always, pack proton packs, start your DeLoreans, fire up steam locomotives, and as always, transform and roll out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.